Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, we are going to be finally trying on the ColourPop No Filter Stick Foundation. And like I said in my previous video, I hauled this in that video. I got the shade Medium 110W, and I think this shade will work. So we're going to try and see how it applies, how it looks, and how it wears. But before we get started, if you guys are new to this channel, please consider subscribing. On this channel, I do a lot of makeup reviews based on oily skin. And if you guys like thrift shopping videos, I have been doing those lately as well, so please consider subscribing before you leave. And without further ado, let's get started with the video. I'm a little bit under the weather, so my voice is my whole face is like stuffed up, so apologize for that if I sound a little funny or a little bit like kind of down. It's because I'm getting sick, or I am sick. Trying to get rid of it. Like I said, I got mine in the shade Medium 110. Let me see. It's never a good idea to do that, but yeah, I think you get a pretty good amount. I think this is pretty average for stick foundations. I've already moisturized my face. I've been using the Philosophy Hope in a Jar, or Renewed Hope in a Jar, with SPF 30, and that one has been working really great. I finished my Osmosis SPF moisturizer, so I kind of needed a new one. So what I'm going to do next is prime my face. I did enjoy using this one when I did the whole Wet n Wild full face video, and this mattifying primer really worked really well, so I'm going to use this one again. Take a little bit of that and put it all over my face, starting with my T-zone because I usually get oily there pretty fast. It feels hydrating at the beginning, but as it dries, you could tell that it dries matte, which is nice. Alright, so I'm going to apply my foundation with the sponge because I did notice that and I think you guys saw it, I was blending it out with the brush and I did not like how slow it was blending out with the brush. So I'm going to try it with the sponge and see how this blends out the foundation. I just hope it's not too light, and I think I'm applying too much. We'll start with that. So I definitely like how it's blending out better with the sponge. And you really can't dab it in because it's not a liquid, so I'm really just kind of spreading out that foundation all throughout my face with the sponge. I'm going to put some more around this area. I have a little bit of breakouts here. So this shade looks a tad too light in my opinion. Even looking at in the viewfinder, I feel like it's there, but it looks a little bit lighter. But I think with bronzing, I think we'll be okay. I think it's better that it's a little bit lighter than darker, because when it's darker, then you have to pile on the concealer, and that ends up looking a little cakey. So when my foundation is a little bit lighter, I don't mind because I could always darken it with bronzer. That is one layer with the foundation on, and I must say I feel like I have nothing on my face. It feels so comfortable. It even feels like as I'm touching it, like nothing is there. It doesn't feel tacky, thick, or anything. I feel like my skin can still breathe through this foundation. And then just looking it up close, I feel like it has a nice finish. It's not completely matte. It has like a satiny finish. And with one layer, I feel like that's really nice. So what I'm going to do is just dab a few more layers on the areas that I think I need. And I think I missed my nose. I don't even know if I put some on my nose, so I'll put a little bit there. Alright, so far I'm happy with the application of the foundation, how it feels, how it looks even. I feel like it looks really nice. Like I don't have anything on my face, so I'm really excited to see how it wears throughout the day. I'm gonna go ahead and put some concealer underneath my eyes, and for that we're gonna be using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this one is in Medium Dark 32. If you guys watched a few of my videos regarding this concealer, then you know that I have such a hard time, or I had such a hard time matching my skin to this concealer. So I have Medium Dark 32 and I think it's gonna work, but we shall see. I don't like having a very bright under eye, so hopefully this one does the job. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is a winner. Holy moly. Hopefully. Yeah, I like this. I like this color. I hope you guys can see it on camera how this side with the concealer looks just a little bit put together, and then this side you can tell that it needs just a tad bit of help. And that's what I mean about wearing like really bright under eye concealer. Sometimes that's not needed. Sometimes just putting a little bit of coverage, just a tiny bit lighter than your natural skin color, really makes a big difference. So I'm gonna do the other eye. And notice that I'm not putting a lot of product on either. I'm super excited because I finally found my shade. Oh, this concealer was driving me nuts. And like I said, I think I didn't like it, or I judged it because it was just completely the wrong color. But yeah, finally, Medium Dark 32. So if you guys are kind of like my skin color, Medium Dark 32 I think has been the best shade for me underneath my eyes. And honestly, I think this is a good shade. Right now the sun is shining bright in my face, but I think this is doable because once you bronze, I think it'll be a perfect match. Medium 110W with the foundation stick. So let's go ahead and set the rest of my face. For that, I'm going to use the Juno & Co. This is like their ES03. It's like a powder brush. Really nice and fluffy, and you guys know my no filter powder. This is in the color medium olive. It doesn't have a lot of pigment, so I think it's perfect to set the face. Ooh, the sun is like really coming down. I'm gonna set the eyes with this too. I'm just changing up the brush. This is just a Real Techniques, I think, setting brush. I like using this brush for like the corner of the nose, just to kind of get really detailed when I'm setting, making sure that that area, which is usually one of the areas where my foundations like to go to, that really ensures that it doesn't do it too much. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my face, and for bronzer, I'm gonna use this one, my favorite, one of my favorites, the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This was just in the shade Bronzer. I was gonna use Deep Bronzer, but I like to use that one in the summer. Right now I want something more believable, if you will. And for the brush, I'm just going to use a stippling brush because I want it to look more diffused. More natural. This one won't really give you like a harsh contour or anything like that. It'll just kind of warm up your face. So if you want something like that versus like a harsh like line or anything, then use a stippling brush and it'll kind of give you more of like a airbrush, more even effect. Alright, for blush, I'm going to use MAC's Breath of Plum. This is a very nice plum kind of blush. I absolutely love these kind of blushes in the winter because I feel like they're a little bit more cool tone. So for the winter, it makes it look like it's like you're actually blushing. I don't know if they have this one anymore in MAC. I'll double check and link it down below if I can, but this color is really nice. And if they don't have it, CoverGirl has a really very gorgeous plummy blush. I think it's called True Plum, something like that. See, the blush is just so pretty. For highlight, I'm gonna use the ColourPop highlights. This is in the shade First Price. I hauled this in my last video, and oh boy, is this not the prettiest highlight ever. I think it is. I think it's like gonna be one of my all-time favorite blushes. And a little bit goes a long way. Especially because I don't like going too overboard with highlight, but just enough. So pretty. So I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, I no longer cut hair at the salon. I needed to take a break. I needed something different. I was just so tired of working weekends that I finally called it quits with my hair journey for now. I don't know if I'll ever come back to it. I am going to keep my license active for ever, I think. For now, I don't want to be doing hair anymore. It was just a little bit stressful, and maybe I'll make a video out of that pretty soon. But right now, I'm actually nannying for a family around this area, and it's been really good. It's been working out really nicely, and so the reason I'm bringing this up is because I don't want to really do anything crazy with my eyes right now, because I do have to go to work after this. So I'm going to keep it kind of low-key for my eyes, but I did want to throw something on just because otherwise this is going to look kind of weird. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. Give me 1 second. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with this. This is the Photo Focus Eye Primer by Wet n Wild. This is a really nice one just to prolong the wear of your eyeshadow. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set it with just my NYX No Filter. Just making sure everything's nicely set so that the eyeshadow doesn't skip throughout the application. For eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and use the ColourPop Sea Star. This is a really nice neutral, like, not neutral actually, this is like a burnt orange kind of brown. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Wet n Wild crease brush, and this is pretty much just going to go all over my crease, right around here. Actually, no, not this brush. I'm going to take this one. This is the M441 by Morphe. And I'm just going to go ahead and blow this color into my crease, and then kind of blow it out as well, just to give the eye a little bit of definition. Alright you guys, that is it for the eyes. I'm going to leave the rest of the lid blank. What I'm going to do next is just curl my lashes a little bit more, and then I'll put mascara on. For mascara, I'm going to go ahead and use the Wet n Wild Super Skinny or Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. This one is so good that I haven't picked up anything lately because this mascara just, it blew me away. It's a super skinny thing. That's why it's called Super Skinny or Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. And at first I grabbed it because I wanted to use it for under my lashes, my lower lash line. But this mascara, oh my god. I don't even know how it works because the brush is so skinny. So it has to be the formula that works really well. It just really like makes your lashes separate, lengthen. It gives a little bit of volume. It's waterproof. It's just amazing, and it makes them look so feathery. I hope you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I just got some mascara on my lid, so we'll get rid of that pretty soon. It's like $3 or $4, I think. I mean, it's Wet n Wild, so it's really affordable. Just gonna take some of this off. I went ahead and sprayed the pineapple flower spray. This just makes your skin look, it just makes everything look more natural, more binded together, whereas if you don't, you can see like the foundation, the powder, everything. This just kind of like meshes everything together, and it's kind of like a nice drink of water for your skin. So it works really well with a lot of the foundations that I already own, so I figured spray this above this foundation and see how that works, because it's a really good spray. So if the foundation looks really good with this one, then I'll like it even more. For my lips, I went ahead and used the Bite Beauty lip crayon in the color Glaze or Glaze. It's a really nice color. I feel like it's a really nice neutral, And yeah, you can't go wrong with a neutral. I'm gonna go about my day and I'll check you guys in, or not, and I'll check in with you guys in like a couple hours and see how the foundation is wearing. But so far so good. I like how it feels. I like how it looks on my skin. The shade is pretty darn good in my opinion. And yeah, I think that is it. I'll see you guys pretty soon. Okay, so it's been 2 hours with the foundation and I wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know how it looks in 2 hours. Usually a bad foundation will start looking a little shiny around my nose and start breaking up, but I feel like this foundation looks really good so far. I actually keep forgetting that I have makeup on and I will scratch my face or something like that, but I feel like it really looks really good. Just want to show you guys a close-up. I am outside, so this is probably the best lighting you guys will ever get to see me in. But yeah, I think it's looking really good and it's holding up so far within the 2 hour mark. So the next check-in will be pretty much towards the end of the day, around 8 o'clock I would say, because I'm gonna go to work already. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so I am back from work and I wanted to just get on here and give you like the final check-in. And I'm actually in my beauty room, but I'm holding the camera because I usually film with my like daylight right now and it's obviously dark outside, so I'm standing like right underneath my actual like light from the room, so that way you guys can see a little bit better. My lighting is upstairs and I keep forgetting to bring it down here because this is when I need it at night when I'm filming, but I usually film in the morning. Anyways, this foundation has been on since 10 o'clock. It is now around 6:30. Oh, it's actually 7:09 right now. So this foundation has been on since 10 in the morning. So it's what, 8 hours or so? I suck at math. You do the math. It's been on for a while and I'm gonna have to say I love it. This is a really good foundation for oily skin. I have combination to oily skin. I usually get real oily in my forehead, nose area, and chin. Usually my drier patches or my drier skin area is my cheeks. I think it looks pretty good considering that it's been on for so long. I don't see it breaking up. It did gather a little bit around my nose, but that seems to happen with a lot of foundations and it doesn't bother me that much. But as far as the shine goes and how well it still looks like it is there, I think it's a win for me. So if you guys have been looking into buying this foundation and are just kind of wondering if you should buy it or not, or if it is good for your oily skin, go for it, you guys, because I honestly like this one better than the liquid foundation. I feel like the liquid one I was okay with it, but I had more shine versus this one right now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review and this wear test. I honestly do think I will be grabbing or reaching for it more often, and yeah, I just absolutely love the finish of it and how it wears. I kept forgetting that I was wearing foundation, so it's really that good. It's very lightweight, but it gives you a really nice coverage. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.